Welcome to the Bald Brad Show. In this episode, we have Peter Doocy going up against Karine Jean-Pierre, questioning her on a litany of issues, all the way from Afghanistan, the classified documents, a possible recession. We got it all covered for you today in this episode. As always, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a short, sweet comment down below. Your help support will be greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead and roll it.
About the leaks, how bad is it?
Well, as I mentioned, there's a DOJ review right now, so I'm not going to get ahead of that review. Again, when DOD learned about this, they quickly asked the Department of Justice to step in and to review and to look into the process. Just not going to get ahead of it. But we've also have said that, of course, we are concerned about the potential national security risk. We've been very clear about that from the White House, from the Department of Defense. But again, there's a review going on, so I just don't want to get ahead of that.
So this Afghanistan report last week found that the intel was bad there, and now some more reliable intel is leaking out. Is President Biden satisfied with the people who are handling American intelligence?
So what I'll say is, again, DOJ is reviewing these documents. We cannot speak to the validity of these documents. So want to be careful that we don't get ahead, because the way that you're asking me the question is asking about the kind of goes into the specifics of the documents, which I cannot do from here. DOD is certainly they've announced that they're taking steps to further restrict access to these sensitive information, and we're going to let DOJ move forward their process.
You said that social media companies have a responsibility to prevent this kind of stuff from circulating. Would President Biden meet with Elon Musk to talk about social media company responsibilities?
I don't have any meetings to read out to you. Obviously, this is something that the intelligence community is going to.
He wasn't asking if you had a meeting scheduled already. He was asking, would President Joe Biden be willing to meet with Elon Musk at some point, maybe in the future, about social media's responsibility of not enabling the leak of classified documents? And she's like, well, I don't have anything to preview right now. Like, we don't have anything on the books. Well, wasn't the question?
They're the ones who can speak to this more, but I'm just not going to speak to that as it relates to classified information.
And one more. The Federal Reserve economists are now predicting a recession starting this year. Is President Biden going to do anything differently to try to head that off?
Well, as you know, and you've heard me talk about this, our economy, because of what the president has put forth, his economic policy that makes sure that we don't do trickle-down economics, that we have an economy that grows for everyone, from the bottom up, middle out, that does not leave anyone behind. And we're seeing the success of that, of his plans. And recent economic indicators are not consistent with a recession or even a pre-recession. And you can just look at the data. 12.5 million jobs have been created since he took office. 12.5 million jobs. We've gained all the jobs lost during the pandemic and created 3 million more jobs. And so unemployment is a near 50-year low, and black unemployment is at a record low. Annual inflation has fallen over the last 9 months. Wages are higher than they were 9 months ago. Incomes are up, and consumer spending is strong. Those are the indicators that show us that we are not headed to a recession or a pre-recession. That is because of the work that this president has done over the last 2 years. I'm going to also.
She's going to move on because she's going to get in some dicey territory here. We've also covered on the Bald Brad Show the manipulation of data that they're doing. She kind of even highlighted a little bit of that manipulation of data by saying they created 12.5 million new jobs, even though the jobs that were quote unquote created were people just going back in the workforce after the government shut everything down during COVID-19, but they're going to claim responsibility and that we should all be kissing their feet and bowing down to them, that they let everybody go back to work. And so they're going to classify it as brand new jobs. And then they're going to push the idea that, oh, well, wages are higher. Well, yes, wages are higher because you artificially inflated the economy by pumping out COVID-19 stimulus checks like they're hotcakes to everybody, basically outcompeting the private sector. That is just one variable of many that goes into what is happening right now, all of which is all short-term data that they're aggregating here and utilizing to push their narrative. So we're going to see what happens in the long term here. There's a lot of people thinking that a recession is going to happen, the bubble's going to pop, something is going to take place here that may be good, may not be good. A lot of people are leaning to not be good. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think we're heading into a recession? Do you think we're on the beginnings of a recession at this moment in time? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you always for watching The Bald Brad Show. Hit that like and subscribe button. Share this link with your friends and family. And folks, I'll see you tomorrow here on The Bald Brad Show.